Tonight, an Amtrak engineer once facing criminal charges for a deadly train derailment in Philadelphia that killed 8 people, including 3 people with Maryland ties, has the case against him dismissed. WJZ's Live, George Solis explains what happened in the courtroom that led to the judge's decision. George.
Yeah, good evening, Vic. Simply put, the judge didn't see the evidence there to warrant a trial for the Amtrak 188 engineer Brandon Boston. The ruling, a crushing blow for the victims of the May 2015 derailment. The deadly derailment of Amtrak train 188 was unlike anything many had ever seen. The Washington to New York train flew off the tracks after federal investigators found 188's engineer, Brandon Boston, accelerated more than twice the speed limit as he took a curve. 8 people died in the May 2015 Philadelphia crash, including 3 people with ties to Maryland. More than 200 others were injured.
Never expect to be in a catastrophe until you are.
Investigators say Boston was not impaired or on a cell phone, but lost situational awareness after being distracted by an incident with a nearby train. Initially, prosecutors reported seeing a lack of evidence to pursue a case against Boston, but eventually he was arrested and charged by the Philadelphia Attorney General after the family of one of the victims filed a private criminal complaint. All that coming to a head Tuesday at a preliminary hearing where a judge dismissed the charges, this even after a victim's testimony alluding that Boston was more aware of the situation than he let on. This photo of the victim was presented as evidence, reportedly showing Boston on his cell phone after the crash, a phone the victim later used to call her father. In court, the judge declaring he felt, quote, "It's more likely an accident than criminal negligence." Boston's attorney spoke moments after the decision.
Brandon Boston is a good man. His heart breaks for the loss of life in this case.
One attorney representing the victims less than pleased with the outcome.
Brandon Boston's only job was to get people from one point to the other safely. He didn't even need to steer the train.
So where does the case go from here? One legal expert tells WJZ if the prosecution does find more evidence, then it's certainly possible that this case could go to trial. Live tonight, George Solis, WJZ Eyewitness News.
George, thank you. The Philadelphia Attorney General's office says it is reviewing the judge's decision. Amtrak has also paid out millions in settlements with the victims and their families.